It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. On first down, Daniels. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Daniels. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
A good pickup there at 22. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Daniels. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out come the Jets. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense back out there. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They'll try the left side. Smart. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, we're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your play...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short one here, caught by McBride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Daniels firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say... Second and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got this downfield to McBride. Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a footways. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 5-yard touchdown.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And it's 21-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this one complete on the slant route. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Smart. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown! Michael Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point right down the middle. So a victory here for the Commanders. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.